Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a new podcast. My name is Ian Said, but most people know me as Tacho. And today we have the pleasure to talk with Luke Andrew Richmond, better known as KirbyKid, ranked fourth in Louisiana PR. KirbyKid is better known as the best Rool Main in the U.S. and possibly in the world, especially now with online tournaments. He's a force to be reckoned with. You'll see. KirbyKid, how are you?
I'm doing really well. Have a good day, and I'm ready to get this started. Excited.
Awesome. Awesome. Here, 54R, the guy I was talking about, is one of my mods. He's a pretty awesome guy. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're good. Do you want to start?
Yeah, I'm ready whenever.
Awesome. So I wanted to start the podcast knowing about your past with the game. How long have you been playing Smash outside of competitive?
Outside of competitive, I started with Brawl, like most people probably did. Probably in 2000. I don't think it was the release date of Brawl, but more like a little few years after. My sister had her 11th birthday, I believe, and she got Brawl as a present, and I didn't know what that was. So whenever she played it, I played with her and I fell in love with the game.
Awesome.
And ever since then, I've playing Smash since then.
Awesome. And how do you find out about the competitive scene?
I found out by YouTube videos where like it's like those top 10 techs, top 10, 0 to death, like all this stuff. That's how I found out about the competitive scene. Because I noticed I'd be like, like there's a bracket overlay, scores, tags, webcams, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And so that's how I learned about the community.
Awesome. And do you remember your first tournament?
I do. It was Comic-Con 2017 in January. I remember because it was just really it sticks with me because they were doing the tournament and signups were open, and I was with my sister and my dad, and they were like, "You should enter the tournament." I was like, "No, I'm gonna get destroyed. Like there's no point or whatever." And they're like, "Oh, come on, it'll be fun, whatever." And I ended up entering it, and I got second place. Obviously, there weren't any like PR players there, anything. There were casuals just like me at that time. But after that day, I was like, that was so much fun. I want to do that again.
Glad.
So yeah.
Were you competing on Smash 4?
Oh yes, it was Smash 4.
Right. And where does the tag KirbyKid come from?
So it did come from Smash 4. I played Kirby in that game as well, and so at that same tournament, people were calling me Kirby Kid because I was also like 14 at the time. So they were calling me Kirby Kid. I loved Kirby. That's why I played Kirby, and also he had so many jumps. So like I can't die if I have this many jumps. So that's why I picked Kirby. But I love the character Kirby, and after that I was like, hey, I like this name. I love Kirby. I'm a kid, fits, and so yeah, I've kept it since then. Obviously, people question it all the time.
Yeah.
Every single stream I do, it's always, why is your name Kirby Kid? You play K Roll, like I don't see you playing Kirby or any of that stuff.
Yeah, I bet I bet it happens a lot. Not only on stream, but I bet it happens locals and everything.
Oh, at locals, people now know like behind it, and now they mainly just call me Kirby. No, not Kirby Kid. They just say KK. Just like hey KK. Just yeah.
Yeah. Here we have the pleasure to have Shen, that is Ridley Min from Argentina. Hey Shen, how are ya? He says greetings
Hey.
to Mr. KirbyKiddo.
Hey, it's
We're
nice to meet you too.
so were you playing in Smash 4 at tournaments, or were you just did you start competing like seriously on Ultimate?
I was like wanting to take Smash 4 seriously. I found my local scene in New Orleans, and well, first off, it started uh, more down the bayou where like there was a small group of people hosting locals. I don't. It wasn't taken like it wasn't like serious. It was like tournament to get better and all that stuff. And that's where I started. And then they told me about the locals they have in New Orleans, and that's where I started playing. And that's where I started playing like pretty seriously.
What was your experience in the first month the Ultimate was announced? I'm talking about Inkling and the announce of E3. What was your experience overall?
I was ecstatic. I was waiting for them to show the game. I wanted, obviously the first thought that came through my mind, I was like, all right, maybe they'll add this character this game or this character. What are my most wanted characters and that kind of stuff. And also at the time it was like, I hope Kirby's top tier. But unfortunately, Kirby's not top tier.
I mean, it's the best. It's the best like iteration of Kirby since '64. It's something.
Yeah, yeah, hey, yeah. I'll take that definitely. When they gave Kirby his melee dash attack, I got really excited because I was like, it's the good, it's the cool dash attack. They took away the edge cancel though with it, which is which sucks, but
Yeah,
at least it's better than Smash Wars.
yeah. Was it easy the change from Smash 4 to Ultimate, or how do you adapt it on the first month?
So surprisingly, I think I transitioned really well. 'Cause mainly around that time period of where Ultimate released as well. I was playing Rivals Vaether, and like so it was just obviously Smash. I mean Ultimate still isn't as fast as like something like Melee or something like that. My dog just opened my door.
It's
Sorry
okay.
about that.
It's okay. Don't worry.
Um, Hold on, let me just get it real quick.
It's okay. Don't worry. Hola, Ivo, ¿cómo estás?
Hola Shen, hola Ivo, hola R.
Ya está, Andiee.
No, no es cierto.
¿Quién sos?
Again, sorry about that.
It's okay.
My door wasn't closed all the way, but yeah, like I was just saying, like obviously Ultimate isn't as fast as like Melee or something, but it was still much faster than Smash 4, and I was playing Rivals Aether at the time, so it was like a smoother transition over, since it felt fast. It was slower than Rivals, but it still felt faster than Smash 4.
Oh, it makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Um, from all the characters in the game, why do you chose King K. Rool?
So during Smash 4, I don't think I really wanted K. Rool, but I have like always like not, I didn't say it like not wanted. I'd be disappointed, but like he wasn't my top wanted characters. But over time, I kept on seeing like a bunch of videos of like wanting K. Rool and Smash, all that stuff, and um, obviously like from I knew K. Rool from what was it? I think it was Donkey Kong Barrel Blast, which is when like I think it was when I first like played K. Rool like in a game. Like I knew who K. Rool was,
Yeah.
and I always knew the character. I thought he was really cool, but more is like once Ultimate like was announced and all that stuff, I saw more stuff, about K. Rool, And I was like, yeah, you know what, K-Rool would be pretty cool if he was in the game. And then when they revealed him, I don't know what, I was just like, oh, I was hyped up just out of nowhere. I was just like, he's actually in, like, what the heck? And the trailer that was with it, I like absolutely love. So from there, I was just like, I'm playing this character.
Awesome. Here Shem is asking, will you main Ridley?
Would I main Ridley?
Yeah.
Well, maybe if they fixed his weight to not be to if he was a bit heavier, like a good bit heavier, I think there could be the chance, because I do like Ridley's move set, but being that big body and weighing less than someone I think like he's the same weight or a little bit less than Samus.
Is lighter than Samus, yes.
Yeah, so like being that big and that light, it's like, that's not for me. I like the big. Obviously, I like the big, heavy characters.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, that sounded like out of context, so I'm sorry, sorry. Going back to the podcast, how do you feel about K-Rool in the current offline meta?
Offline man, I currently think he's more at the top of mid tier.
Interesting.
So, yeah, I haven't had enough time to really show it off. I feel like I was starting to with the most recent major. Well, it wasn't the most recent major, but the most recent one that I attended was a Congo Saga, and obviously there, showed my K-Rool there. I was able to beat Ket, considered to be the best villager in the world, and making out of pools, and yeah, doing really well with him.
Of course. How do you feel your playstyle changes in comparison to other top level K-Rool mains?
So, to be honest, I haven't watched a lot of other K-Rolls, but like from what I've seen, I think, and obviously in no type of arrogant way or anything like that, I feel like I may have like a little bit of just a better understanding, so I'm more comfortable with doing like what's considered to be like unsafe or just hyper aggressive, switching to a more campy play style in between game. So yeah, but again, that's not to come off with like any arrogant type of
No, of
way.
course.
I don't want it to come across that way.
I think that it's just it's the way that it's the way it is. I think. What other characters have you used in tournaments?
At the beginning of the game, I was actually wanting to secondary Isabel, which is definitely a big difference in like play styles and just characters. Go from big crocodile guy to a little dog. But Isabel, I used her a lot of, well, not a lot, but a good bit at the beginning. Um, a second, after that, I was, wanting to get a better character, and Link. I was playing a lot of Link. Dropped him. Joker released, and I felt those like that was my secondary. But then in the end, I ended up just dropping him as well. And Banjo Kazooie, when he was announced and released, I loved the character, but same thing as all the other ones over time, I just ended up dropping him. And now currently I have secondary Min Min, but who knows how long that's going to stay.
Of course. Honestly, People know me in the community because I hate Banjo-Kazooie. Not only the
Oh,
character in
really?
Smash, the character outside of Smash, the game, everything
Oh,
sucks.
okay.
Everything
All
sucks.
right. Well, that's good to know now. I'll make note of
I think that's bad now. I
that.
messed it up.
You mess it up.
Which characters would you like to see as playable characters in Ultimate?
Is there a limit you're wanting, or I could pull up my whole 20-page list. No,
You
I'm
can
just
you can
messing.
be as like
Why?
I
Why?
no, I'll
as
just
you want,
limit it. Wait, I'm sorry. What's that?
I don't think there's a limit. You
Okay.
want
Well, I
to?
mean, I won't do all the characters that I want, but I'll go like with my top characters. Number one character that I want really bad gets a lot of like I wouldn't say hate, but like like why that character, Gino from Super Mario RPG. I yeah, I that's kind of
And
expected that kind of reaction.
I, I
I
mean,
know most people are like like that character only appeared in that one game, and then it's like not even a main like side character, all that stuff. But I still personally would just love to see that character in
I
Smash.
mean, I don't have a problem with Gino. I think that's the thing. I mean, the first player that I interviewed in my podcast said like it's literally like Pinocho in Smash.
Mm,
It's awesome, but I'm like I'm more of Mallow, and in that case of Gino, I honestly don't see it. If people want him, then okay, cool. It's not as bad as other raps, like Fire Emblem or
yeah.
Pokemon. I don't know.
Yeah, and again, like, that's always it's always different people on like what they want and what they see in characters, what they like, and all that stuff. Which comes to my second character, which probably also gets kind of this almost same rep as Gino, Bandana Waddle Dee. I'd love.
So,
I stated I love Kirby. I love the
yeah.
series, like all the characters, and Bandana D would be. I'd love just honestly any Kirby character.
Yeah.
I know people would prefer Marks, would prefer Marks over Summon, or at
That's
least
very
like
possible.
from the stuff that I've seen. But if it were my pick, I'd love Bandana Waddle Dee.
The thing with Wild Lee is two things. The first one is I will rather Magalore or Galactonite instead of what instead of Bandana D. And the second thing is why just limit to what Bandana D? Why cannot be like a Wild D that has everything of from Bandana D to Parasol D to Wild Do, everything mixing like the thing with Byleth that has a sword, an arrow, and a whip and everything. Why can I happen to Wild D as well and be a really interesting character than just like a sphere?
Yeah, just the sphere.
Sphere, yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that. And I guess that's just dependent on Nintendo if they could just make Bandana Waddle Dee a sphere character, or they could. He has the sphere, but he also uses the stuff you list like Parasol, have and like his face transforms to an eye, and then he does the eye beam like Waddle do
Exactly.
or not. So it's just probably dependent on how Nintendo would design the character.
Hey, here's Shen saying, "Hey, Bandana D is in Super Smash Flash 2." Question: have you ever played Super Smash Flash 2?
I have played Smash Flash. That was actually one of the main reasons why I wanted to play it. Was Bandana D was in the game,
Oh,
so I was like, I gotta play this character, and I played it, and I was like, I love this character. I want him in the main game.
alright.
I don't play it anymore, but it's awesome to see characters like they put Rayman in the game, which is not my top characters, but like I would really like to see in Smash. Um, which I guess would segue to like I'll just end it off like top three characters. Third character I'd probably want the most would be Knuckles. Now that's a character that I wanted for a long time. Knuckles is just cool. It's cool to have like just another Sonic character. Like even Shadow would have been really cool. But
My
Knuckles
girlfriend
is
is
the one.
a Shadow fan. She even wants to get a tattoo of
Uh,
Shadow. So
yeah, again, like Shadow is definitely up there as like one of the characters. But personal preference, if I had to choose like one or the other, I'd probably choose Knuckles because he kind of fits like what I'd want. Like he'd just be a brawler. Like I mean he's gonna punch you and he's
yeah,
gonna do whatever, dig, all that stuff, and that's what I really like.
of course.
So
Um,
edgy. I like edgy characters. I'm a Joker main.
You're an ancient character. You want to main Dark Samus as well?
Oh, thanks.
Damn it. Honestly, I'm more of Team Silver, but I can
Silver.
yeah, Silver is high shot. But I could see Knuckles. I could see Shadow in other games because now they are assist trophies. So
Yeah.
screw it.
So yeah, Silver would definitely be really cool to see. Just
Um,
honestly, any Sonic character, like Knuckles, Silver, Shadow, Tails, I'd be so down to see.
Big the Cat.
Because right now,
See the
okay, well, maybe let me reword that. Not Bake the Cat.
no. Sorry. No.
But he's the best character in Sonic.
No, honey.
But he's the best character in
No,
Sonic.
keep going, keep going.
Well, I won't. Everybody has their own favorite characters. That's what I'll say.
Well, you said three characters. You want to extend that list? I mean,
Sure. I guess Crash Bandicoot was one that would be really cool to see. It's another one of those like
mainstream.
kind of like platformer star icon type thing, kind of like how there's Mega Man, Pac-Man, Sonic, Mario, like those are like kind of well known characters. Well, obviously Mario, Pac-Man, Sonic, those characters,
Yeah.
people know them. And I feel like Crash would like fit sort of like in that type of category, and also just he's so goofy. I mean, if you see him in his games, he's so just wacky and all that stuff, and I love wacky characters.
I mean, honestly, with Crash, we're kind of like, meh. It will be good, I guess. But my girlfriend wants Kratos, and I want Spyro. So Crash to be in the game will be like, oh, so this characters won't be in Smash. Damn it.
Yeah.
It would be cool to see if they ended up if they actually ended up putting like a Crash and Spyro. Like that'd be a really cool thing to see because Spyro is also like well known. It'd be a really cool character in Smash.
Of course.
Kratos would be. I I would be so down for that. I don't think it would happen, but I would actually love Kratos.
Indeed.
This is the fifth character. I mean, I could also say which characters I would love to to see in Smash if you want.
Yeah, I mean you could say that as well. I guess I'll end it. I'll just end it off with like the fifth character for me. I guess I'd say Rayman. He'd be in my top 5 as well. Another one of those sort of like not sort of Crash in the goofy sense. I mean like he's like he doesn't even have limbs or arms, legs, or anything. A head, 2 hands, 2 legs, and a body. That's his character. And it'd be crazy to see like how they make that character work and like specifically like hurt box sense. Like would he just like have a hurt box like all around, like even if he doesn't have an arm or whatever, it still have his hurt box, or would they just put you know just little circles on his body parts, and those are the hurt boxes.
Do you imagine
You
like
know?
Marth or Lucina neutral B going through Raymond and not doing anything?
Yeah, something like it go like right through the neck,
Yeah.
missing his head and the body.
Honestly,
That would be a pretty funny thing to see.
honestly, with Raymond and other stuff in general, I wanted Ezio originally, but now he's a me, so no, that won't happen. I wanted rabbits, but now they're me, so that won't happen. There's, I don't know, they're already the Ubisoft. The whole Ubisoft.
No,
I don't think
I
so.
don't remember.
There could be another Ubisoft rep other than those three. I don't think so, right?
They had like some Assassin's Creed character, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said Ezio, but I don't know if
Oh,
Ezio could
okay.
be.
My bad, I misheard that.
But
Yeah,
now
they
he's
have
me,
him, rabbits, and I think that's it, as far as I'm aware.
I don't remember, I don't even care.
Raymond, I don't even care. I mean, Raymond could be cool. I could see it, but honestly, I was more. I thought originally that they were gonna put rabbits instead of Raymond, but because
I'm sure the internet would have reacted in some sort of way.
Uh, here, 54 hours says I will kill myself if they put rabbits over Raymond. But
All right,
yeah.
but sorry to cut you off. Continue.
Honestly, my top. Shen, both Shen and I want Earthworm Jim. I don't know if you know about that character.
Oh yeah, that'd be again. That's a character I'd like to see. I mean, like it's not like one, but like I'm down to have him. You know, he'd be
Then
a.
no, continue.
No, it's fine. That's all I wanted to say. Just it'd be a cool character to see.
Then after that, I'll say, well, a character that is not gonna be in Smash, but I really want Morrigan from Darkstalkers or Marvel vs. Capcom. I don't know if you saw that character, but this is impossible. It's impossible.
It's they're from Oh wait, Phoenix, right? Or wait.
No.
You said Marvel.
Search Morgan Marvel v Capcom.
Oh, okay.
Search
I mean,
that
hey.
and you'll see that she's not gonna be in Smash because
Yeah. Smash is made for good boys and good girls, you know.
Exactly.
Good little.
Pretty much.
What would disturb mine?
I mean, they would have to tone down quite a
Of
bit
course.
on that character if
Um,
she was added.
Honestly, I would love to see another Street Fighter character.
I am. I know it's not like people again. They hate Shotos and all that stuff. They don't like Terry either, that kind of stuff. But I personally, I love seeing like fighting game characters in Smash
Yeah.
because it's just because it's completely two different styles. I mean, you have a platform fighter where there's no health bar or anything compared to traditional fighter. You're on a screen, you move left or right,
Yeah.
like and command inputs, all that stuff.
Yeah. Of course. I wasn't talking about Kuma or anything. I was talking about possibly like Chun-Li or Blanca or Vega, something like that.
Yeah, all of those characters would be really cool to see.
Then a Zelda rep. Like, come on, there's not being a single original character of Zelda since Melee. So
Yeah,
Zelda, please. Maybe Impa or one of the Guardians, possibly.
yeah.
No, continue.
No, I was gonna say there's a lot of characters they can pull from the Zelda series.
You know what character would be dope? Will be dope? Bussy the cat. I'm just kidding. I mean, it will be cool. A meme character or another meme character will be cool, but
We already went through that with the Sonic Forces reveal. That shadow character, everybody thought it was Bubsy, and so that I I'd have to see him in game. They'd have to make the character look a lot like really interesting to me.
yeah. What else? Oh, since Brawl, I want Porky from Earthbound in Mother 3.
Yeah, Porky would also be a cool character. Earthbound hasn't had, well, they've only had two characters
Yeah.
since Brawl.
Of course.
Would definitely be cool to see, especially if they if they put him in his big mech.
Yeah,
They would have to.
definitely.
I'm sure they'd obviously make it a lot smaller, but it would
Yeah.
still be like a really cool thing to see.
Of course. What else? There's something left from this?
I don't think so.
Well, I think that's it. I'm probably missing something. Well, Shantae will be awesome.
Okay.
I almost forgot. Tifa from Final Fantasy VII.
Tifa.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Again, I'd be down for a playstyle like that since she's like
A brawler.
aggressive, like kick, punch, all that type of stuff.
Exactly. Or Dewey from Nier Automata.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would be cool. From the little bit I've played, I haven't played through the whole game, but definitely it'd be a cool character to see since she has she could have different weapons because she has her little I don't know what you call it, but she just has different weapons on her back, and she can use a variety of different ones.
Definitely.
So yeah.
And I think that's pretty much it. I mean, there must be more, but the ones that I would love to see are those. Maybe there's more.
Yeah, I mean- Mhm.
Of course, there are more.
Of course, there's more, but I just don't remember them.
Yeah, of course. I mean, everybody would I mean, the list would just go on for who would
Yeah.
be really cool to see in Smash. But then you'd end up having those fan-made images where you can't even see your little selector thing. There's so many characters on the roster.
Well, the question is also, which characters do you not want to see in Smash?
I mean, to be honest, for me personally, obviously there's always characters that I want to see, and there's always be characters that I didn't really want. I guess the best example would probably be Byleth. I was like, oh, Fire Emblem. Okay, I mean that's fine. I personally, there's no character that I don't want to see.
Even Goku?
No, I don't want that character in Smash because even still that Fire Emblem is it's Fire Emblem and Smash. I at least still liked playing as Byleth. I thought she was fun to play as. So I guess it would depend if they made the character that I was kind of about not fun. Then I'd probably be yeah, I didn't want this character.
Of course. Even if it is Goku?
Even if it is Goku, yeah.
Damn.
I mean, it'd be I'd be stunned. I'd be wow, Goku.
Goku.
But I mean, hey, if he's broken and all that and really fun to play, but sure, let me do a big Kamehameha across the whole screen and just kill it 20%.
Honestly, aside from Goku and obviously Shrek, I'm gonna get so much hate from this. I love the memes and everything, but I don't want Phoenix Wright in Smash. I just don't. It's
Okay.
kind of weird character. I mean, I know it worked and Marvel vs. Capcom 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
But
It was a super complicated
it
character
was
in
a
that
super
game.
complicated character, even to make.
Oh
So
yeah, I mean you gotta make what is he? He's a lawyer, right?
yeah,
Yeah. Make a lawyer a character.
yeah,
Go,
it's
you
just
know.
like weird. I mean, they made a yoga instructor into Smash, so I don't think that will be an
I
issue.
mean, yeah, I mean they also made a dog and a duck as well as a just a toy like
Yeah,
Rob, Rob was just take the gyro, that was it.
yeah, that was basically
So
it.
yeah.
So I don't think that will be an issue. The issue is that it's already hard for Ace Attorney and well, Phoenix Wright in general to be a playable character, even in MDC. So it will be pretty weird for him to be in a Smash. Now I cannot see his recovery even.
Yeah, it crazy, you know.
Well, going back to the podcast, we've been talking about this topic for 10 minutes now. How do you usually practice for a tournament? Well, you do is training mode or lots of labbing, playing online, watching great blues and bots. What do you do?
So for tournament practice, it's a lot different now, like from how I practice online. I'll usually either there's the Ryuga Chord channel, which was made a while ago with where they have a bunch of top players, and also sometimes like I can hit up there and like for practice before a tournament, or even just the day before the tournament I'm going to be playing in. If it's really big, I'll play in like a smaller tournament and just uh, kind of like warm up a little bit, and then for tomorrow I can play in the tournament. But for like labbing and all, near the beginning of the game, I did obviously when nobody knew anything about characters and they were still learning. I'd obviously lab and be like, okay, so I could do this, that, or whatever. I'll see if I can pull it off in the bracket tonight. Now, there's not really any labbing to do with K. Rool anymore, because pretty much all the stuff has been figured out, and only way to get better with stuff is just being perfect. But obviously, you can't be perfect at all, at all times, in bracket.
Of course. What is usually your mentality when you're in a tournament setting?
Um, well, it's always. I mean, I definitely like trying to set up a goal. Like I'm gonna make top 32, top, depending on how big it is, top 8, that kind of stuff. And always like do my best. Always have the mindset of just worrying about the game I'm playing right now and how I'm gonna do, and adapt all that stuff. But also try my best to definitely like not uh, downplay myself if I lose or whatever. Because like that's definitely an important thing uh, for someone to do, is to not downplay after they lose. I mean, obviously, with everybody with a competitive spirit, any loss is just like dang, I wanted to win there, whatever. But it's important to be like, all right, well now it's time to just keep going,
Yeah.
you know.
Sorry.
Okay.
Is there a player that you like to watch? Could be either a Rool Main and or not.
Probably. Ooh. Well, like there are a lot of top players I really like watching. MKLeo, Tweak, the Buzz with his like technical. Like I mean, the Buzz is like super technical. So I like seeing like him with like being technical with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Tweak is just like, I mean, he's Tweak. He like he'll pick up a character and make that character look cool. even if I don't think that character looks cool, I'm like, Tweak just made this character look cool, and MKLeo as well. I mean, like he's just, I mean, he's the best player, so you just see him winning. So it's just cool to watch. I really like watching Sam Sawyer play as well with his Peach. You know, having mastered the combos and everything, and obviously not perfect, but you know, it's just awesome to see like Peach at like that top level.
Of course. How do you feel is the level of the competitive scene in Louisiana compared to other communities in the U.S.?
So man, the Louisiana community, there's one important thing to that. They love, or say we love to trash talk, like other regions. So it's like for one example, for Frostbite this year in February, Louisiana started some beef with Ohio, the Ohio scene, and because one of our players met the Me Gunner main. I can't remember their tag. They're like number 2 in Ohio, I think. And the guy met that player on, like our player met the other guy on quick play. Lost with like his for fun character, which is Captain Falcon. And he went on Twitter and be like, you just went off on Twitter. And so, but then the guy ended up replying to his tweet, and then they set up $100 money match at Frostbite. And we also did a state, crew battle with each other, like Louisiana versus Ohio. We did a crew battle there as well. And so I guess the point I'm trying to say is our scene definitely differs because we play, I mean, I play K-Roll and I'm ranked 4th in my state. Like a K-Roll ranked is like, like what? Y'all have a K-Roll? Like, okay. And just the fact that we love to trash talk. Obviously, at the end of the day, it's all good and fun, but we love to start something.
Yeah, I get it. Who's your bracket team in? Both offline
Probably
and online.
Offline. I'd probably say it's the number 2 ranked in my state, Zai. He plays Palutena, and like he pushes me to the limit because he knows. Because obviously, over the course of time, he knows pretty much almost as much as K-Roll as I do. Like info, like all this stuff. So he knows counterplay and all that stuff. So like when he counterplays me, like he really knows how to counterplay me, and it's like, okay, now I gotta counterplay hard back. And so he pushes me to my limit. He beats me like 99% of the time. So yeah. And online, I guess I'd say it's probably between Best Ness and Meister. I know those are offline players, obviously, but I've played them a lot online, and it's just like, man, this is hard.
Yeah, it is.
You realize, they're PGR for a reason.
I bet. Is there wait, hold up. During 2GG Congo Saga, even though you got 5-2 at the tournament, you were the highest ranked K-Rool main at the tournament, even better than Bengal or Aito or 808. What was your mentality during that tournament, and how do you felt knowing that?
So, going into the tournament, again, I knew it was going to be stressful, of course, like any big major because Congo Saga was also like probably the second most stacked event after Evo. So like there were a ton of players from all around, like who were top level and all that stuff. So it was definitely scary, but I went in and I was like, I'm gonna do my best, you know, do just simple, do my best, and have fun and try and take some names off of the big players,
Yeah.
And so, after the run, I was like, did I really do that? It was sort of a shock because it's like man, like I really did this, like it was just crazy, and I like the motivation from that was just incredible. Like I was just like, all right, 2020, every major I'm going to, but um, that didn't happen. But I'm at least fortunate enough to gain the following that I did with the online tournaments and all that stuff, and be able to show my gameplay more.
Of course.
So,
Is there a set that you remember playing to this day? And if there is, what was your mentality during that set? It could be either offline or online.
so probably, probably way back offline. I think in in Smash 4. I mean, honestly, there are a lot of sets that like I still remember to this day.
Yeah.
But for it to be like the just the one that I will always remember, um, whew, it's it probably be in Smash 4. There was one tournament. It was a smaller one, but I ended up making it grand finals to this one player that like I never could beat, and I beat him that tournament and like ended up winning. So it's hard to remember exactly the mentality, but I pretty much almost had the same and when just doing my best. That's just always been my mentality. Just do my best and try and improve.
Of course.
And it's a mentality that I'm glad I've had for all these years.
Awesome. What's your opinion on online tournaments?
So obviously, I don't think anybody really likes playing online. There may be probably some people who do like it, but for the most part, I mean, it's obviously. I think as much as I may not like Wi-Fi, or a lot of people may not like Wi-Fi, if we didn't have them, like it would, especially during this time, so boring. Like nothing in Smash would be happening. So I'm definitely glad we have these big tournaments, especially because like there's like Hungrybox who does his weekly tournaments, which are obviously they're sponsored by Liquid, so they get a ton of money in there, and you have PGR players entering it. I mean, every week the entries is like they have to cap it because there's so many people. It's always 512 people, so you get that major almost like feel because like there's so many people entering.
Yeah.
So yeah, as again as much as I may not like playing Wi-Fi, it's definitely nice to have these tournaments.
Okay. Do you feel like K. Rool improved or he gets worsened by this online meta? And how do you feel? Sorry.
All right, sorry. Yeah, no. Sorry, I didn't even know you finished. Continue with the
And
question.
and where do you think he's in the online meta in comparison to the offline meta?
Okay, so I think I back then I used to I used to think he was actually worse online, but looking at it more, it was more like he is better online, but I don't like playing him online. I don't like the way I play online and just like having to play him online because as most people know, heavies on Wi-Fi they can obviously get away with a lot more stuff than they can compared to offline.
Yeah.
Just they can because there's reaction stuff, of course, and with Hero also having two projectiles, they just get a lot better because of that, and becomes more annoying for people to deal with and harder that stuff. I'd probably say like online tier list wise, probably like somewhere, um, maybe like maybe like bottom of high tier somewhere or something like that in comparison to other characters and how they're affected with Wi-Fi and all. And offline, I think currently is like more in the higher end of mid tier.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
All right.
Okay. When and why did you start streaming on Twitch, and how's your experience overall?
So I started streaming actually in summer of 2018. But back then it wasn't to be, or actually probably, sorry,
It's okay.
not 2018, to 2017. My bad. Or sometime it was before Ultimate was released. I know that. So, um, it was I like watched a lot of streamers and YouTubers, and I wanted to give it a go, and I wanted to try it on Twitch instead of YouTube. So it started off more as like a variety streamer. Like my first stream ever was playing Super Mario Sunshine
Alright.
and Fortnite as well. So because at that time that was probably it was big. It was just
Yes.
getting really really big.
It was.
Then I stopped streaming for like around 6 months, and then I tried picking it back up, and then I stopped again. And then since when quarantine happened, I decided that I was gonna try and take streaming seriously,
Yeah.
and I've I enjoyed it. Like the whole experience, even way back then, it was always a blast to just you know stream you playing your favorite game, commentate whatever. Even if there aren't like any people watching your stream, it's like it's just awesome to do it. It's just that I guess it's a feeling. It's like you have the camera up or whatnot, you have the mic, and you're playing your favorite game. You know, it's awesome.
It is. Well, you also do a series of videos on YouTube that as Kiru Vlogs. Where did that idea come from?
The camera vlogs. So it was like late at night last year. I
Alright.
like it was like 12 a.m., almost 1 a.m. And I was with some friends, and I had a VR headset, and I was in VR chat, and I found a world where they had a bunch of Smash stages, and every Smash character like in the game there like you could be as. So of course I went K. Rool, and they had Battlefield, so I went on there. I'm like, oh, this is cool. And then I accidentally found a camera option inside of the game, like to hold it up like a vlog, and that's what like one of my friends was like, dude, you should act like you're making a vlog. And so that's where it started. The first one like blew up like crazy, and just been doing them ever since.
It's like
It's been a blast. It's so goofy, but that's why I love it.
it's like caramel and Coca-Cola. Greatness comes by accident sometimes.
Yeah, it was the best accident that's happened to me.
Well, you're also the co-leader of the team known as Dantum Esports. when and how it was created.
So it was created by my friend Shred. Um, well, back then his tag was ShredX Rex, but he shortened it to just be Shred since that's what most people called him. So he shortened it to that. He made team way back in around 2017, if this is what I'm looking at right now is correct. And his goal was just it started off as like a team with like local friends and all, like from his place who played Smash and all, and just started as like a little team. And over time it grew. I joined later after uh, he's been created, like probably about a year after he made Team Dancing. I joined, and um, just probably say like recent near the beginning of this year or sometime in the summer. Can't remember exactly when, but this year he decided to make me co-leader of the esports team. And I mean, it's been really cool. Awesome people on the team. Really fun to be around. And Shred himself, is a great friend. And it's just been awesome to be on the team. And hoping to obviously grow as time goes on.
Awesome. I hope it does. Do you like the shirt of the esports team?
Oh yeah. I do have my own little jersey. It's really nice, very well made. It's nice, slick, soft, and that's all I want in a shirt. If it's slick and soft, comfy, yeah, I'll wear it.
Shane's asking, is it time to ask questions? Yeah, you can ask questions. Sí, puedes preguntar cosas, Shane, no hay problema. Well, and you're also sponsored by Expand on Class. How and when did you got into that sponsor, and do you like it so far?
So let me actually look at when he messaged me because it actually was not like that long ago. Um, well, I'm trying to get our DM history since that's the easiest way I can tell when he first messaged me about it. It was September 22nd was when he first messaged me, which was how many months ago was that? That was pretty recent, not too long. But anyway, it was around the time where I started getting some pretty insane results on Wi-Fi, and so he saw that and he wanted to sponsor me and uh, do the stuff like paying for sub entry fees and that kind of stuff. And honestly, like I've loved it. He's also just a super chill and great guy. He's laid back, that kind of stuff, and like always tries and like asks like, do you need this? Like, do you want me to make you this or this and that? So he's like, he's just trying to be as great sponsor as he can be, and he's amazing. I've definitely very much enjoyed it.
Awesome. Hold up, let me check something. Well, people has known KirbyKid, but there's a fan base that also follows KirbyDad. When was the moment where he became part of the persona that you embody on your streams as well as sometimes when you're at a tournament?
So back, obviously, my dad has been there since the beginning. He always brought me to tournaments, and he was always there with me. So, but it was more like once he was like got really comfortable with the local scene, and the local scene really liked him. He'd be more, just uh, just like kind of like how he is now. Like he acted more like that, with the local, and it was not too long ago. He actually hasn't had Twitter for a long time. He made it back in July of 2018, but he didn't really have a following. Nobody really knew him. What what really like started everything was obviously the shirtless pop off. Um, that happened whenever I beat Sonics at an online tournament. And I was not I was not expecting that whatsoever. That's something he's never done. That was just I don't know what was going through his mind. He just decided I'm a barge in, take my shirt off. And people went crazy and they thought it was like awesome. And so that's when he started gaining his following on Twitter, and he just kept on doing it because people loved it, he loved it, and so he just kept on doing it.
Is he there? Like I can ask a couple of questions if you want.
Oh yeah, give me 1 second, and I can actually
Yeah,
go
I'm
ask.
I'm going to the bathroom in the meantime, so
All
I'm
right,
gonna take a quick
cool.
break in the
All
meantime.
right.
So, I'm back. So, no sé si lo vaya a preguntar Jen, te lo digo ahora, no sé si lo vaya a preguntar el tema de la merienda, pese a que no existe la merienda ya. Y sí, después le pregunto sobre el dulce de leche. Y 54R te aviso, perdón, pero antes de las preguntas relámpago le voy a preguntar el tema porque a mí me gusta hacer las cosas por secciones y si algo tipo... No puedo preguntar algo de Smash tan elaborado en las preguntas relámpago, simplemente es como que... me empiezo a poner nervioso. Antes lo hacía y me ponía medio nervioso la desorganización. Ah, ¿en serio la merienda se comercializa en Estados Unidos? Ah, entonces sí, le pregunto, no hay drama. Yo pensé que había solamente Crush y Fanta, por eso... Pero se comercializa... Ah, está.
Hey, how's it going?
Everything's good. How are you?
Oh, doing really well.
Awesome. I wanted to ask about your perspective. Like, I said that people has known KirbyDad, but there's a fan base that also follows. I mean, people has known KirbyKid, but there's a fan base that follows KirbyDad. When was the moment where when you became part of the persona he embodies on his streams as well as sometimes when he's in a tournament? How was everything?
Well, I don't think there was a moment. It was a gradual thing. It kind of developed. Um, brought him to his first tournament. Of course, I was all hype and screaming and hollering. Got into a little small local scene, but I didn't know anybody, so I was kind of in the background. Once I get comfortable with people, then we got into a bigger scene in the New Orleans area, the Baton Rouge area. So we really started spreading out, meeting a lot more people, and so just this is who I am. I was just more reserved, I guess. But then again, once I felt a little more comfortable, then that was it. I just let go. I didn't hold back.
Do you feel like he's winning? Like are you proud of your son and everything?
Oh, of course. I'm proud of all my kids, no matter what they do. So, of course, I love when he wins. That's awesome. I love when he plays. So if he competes to the best of his ability and he doesn't win, that's all right. We're good with that. So yeah, I'm proud of him, whatever he does.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome the fact that you support him whether he makes a stream for a couple of viewers or he finished 2 at a tournament. I can't admire you for that. It's pretty awesome, honestly.
Well, again, with all of my kids, I don't want to I don't want to communicate that, in a sense, results make me proud of you. Oh no, I'm proud of your results, but I'm proud of you even if you don't have them.
Yeah.
So I just try to be careful. I don't want Luke to get KirbyKid to get the idea. I'm only proud of you if you're winning. Man, I'm proud of you if you're doing what you love, you're passionate about it, you're working hard at it. Hey, I'm good with it.
Yeah. Do you like the tag KirbyDad or?
It's cool. I like KirbyDad. That kind of the first tag was Papa G. So the little small scene started calling me Papa G. And when we got into a bigger scene, one of the guys said, he asked me, he's like, why don't they call you KirbyDad? I was like, I don't know, but I like it. So that was it. From that moment on, it's been KirbyDad. I'm good with it. I like it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I can go back if you want with KirbyKid. So it was a pleasure to meet you. So.
Okay, you ready to hand it back off to KirbyKid?
Yeah, if you want.
You know?
You can stay in the
Yeah.
background if you want, or I could ask a couple of questions to you if you want, like unless you're occupied right now or if you're busy. But yeah, it was just a couple of questions, and you're pretty you look like a pretty wholesome person, you know.
Appreciate it. I try to be. I definitely try to be. But look, no, I'll do whatever. If you're ready for KirbyKid to get back, we'll give. If he's the star of the show, we'll let him go. And
I mean, in my podcast sometimes, for example, if the player has a girlfriend that also plays Smash, or if, for example, he has a brother that also plays Smash or helps him with the videos, I try to ask the other person because I think that is a player that is as important as someone that is watching or is helping. That's why once I had a podcast with a player that not necessarily competes that much, but is as important in the scene because he's someone that organizes tournaments, or is someone that is a commentator, or even if it is a player that just goes to tournaments and watch players, and then and anything is important in a scene. So if it is a dad that helps his son and goes to the streams and have fun with the viewers, I think it's as important as the player that is playing,
Oh yeah, and I enjoy it. Look, I enjoy cutting up. I on stream, on Twitter. You know,
Yeah.
kind of messing with people. That's just I like trying to take it too far. Keep it
No, of
wholesome.
course.
Um, do a
Keeping it
little
PG.
trolling. Kind of thing.
Of course.
Esam is my latest target. Been trolling him a little bit. Been enjoying that. That was fun.
I bet it is.
Yeah. So, oh no, but I'm all about it. I'm all about being involved in what he's doing.
Of course.
I want to be. I want to go to all the tournaments. I want to watch the streams. Social media. I like to keep up with all of it. So, oh yeah, I like being a part. I definitely do.
Of course.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Well,
So,
it's KirbyKid there. I wanted to start talking to Luke because for me it's also as important as talking to the player as also as the person that is behind it. So I wanted to ask
sure.
things to Luke.
Oh yeah. Well, look, I appreciate your time. So
Of course.
I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna let him take back over, and
Yeah, awesome.
so I look forward to seeing this one day.
Awesome.
All right, man. Take care.
Take care. Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, my dad's the best. He is just couldn't ask for a better dad.
Yeah. Do you like the questions that I had for him and everything? And
I couldn't. I'm gonna be going. I'm gonna go back listen to this part after
of course,
the VOD's
I mean,
uploaded because I didn't have the speakers like your voice like wasn't coming out the speakers. It was only through the headset.
yeah.
So I can only hear like his responses.
Yeah. Maybe even in a couple of years, I would love to do like an anniversary podcast, and I could interview again, and maybe Kirby Baby will be part of a podcast, and I could ask, do you think your brother is the best player or something like that? Because I said that you're as important as your dad because any person in the Smash scene is as important as the other. Either if it is a player, commentator, tournament organizer, or just a random guy that enters a lot constantly during a tournament and watches sets. I think anything is important to this point, and I love when I have the opportunity to interview someone that is close to the person I'm interviewing, even if it is a girlfriend, a wife, or a dad in this case, or a sister or a brother, could be anything. I've done it before. Maybe even in YouTube when I upload this, I'm gonna put like Tacho's podcast number 66, KirbyKid, FT KirbyDad, if you want.
My dad would love that. I love that.
Of course.
I mean, yeah, he's just as important as me. Like,
Yeah.
again, I wouldn't be here, of
Yeah.
course, in the Smash scene and this world without him. So, yeah. But I mean, yeah, he's just been there since I've joined the whole time. And like I want him to have as big as a following as I do, or even bigger.
Of course.
Like obviously he's getting his following, but like I want him if I could trade follower accounts with him and my dad, like I would, like just swap it. I'd want him to get that big following.
Of course, I hope he does, and if he doesn't enjoy it at some point, I hope that he had a blast.
Oh yeah, it would. Yeah, I'm sure. Like it'd be insane to have at some point in the future, being super optimistic, have KirbyKid be top 10 on the PGR and my dad be like one of the most known person in the whole community.
It would be awesome.
It would be a treat. It would be amazing.
Yeah, even like a Kirby family, and like when Smash 7 comes out, Kirby Baby, like I don't know,
Yeah,
it would
Kirby
be
Baby
really cool.
going up.
Yeah,
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, cut you off for a second.
No, it's okay. Well,
No,
Kirby family, I guess, you know.
yeah, the whole
Well,
Kirby family.
we've been talking a lot with KirbyKid. Now I wanted to talk to Luke for a little bit. Well, tell us, what do you like to do besides playing video games and, of course, streaming and making YouTube videos?
Well, I mean, to be quite honest, I mean, like, there's I don't do much outside of video games. I will obviously, hanging out with friends. That's obviously like what mostly do. My first cousins, we known each other for our whole lives, so we're super close. Obviously, recently with the Kirby baby. It's been a treat. Love having her. She is just the best baby. And of course, I'm not biased at all. uh, I mean, I'm doing like I'm just spending time with being with my family.
Of course. You missed it. I interviewed his dad for like 10 seconds. I saw it on Twitch.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome. Well, I'm come to know that since November 10th of this year, you have your own soap. The question that comes to my mind, soap, like como jabón. Soap.
Why?
The question that comes to my mind is how, and if there's a how, why?
Okay, so how? Obviously, I think it started. I don't think at first it was. I'm not exactly sure the origin, if it was taken super seriously or not. But this guy, I mean, he makes his own soaps, and so he was like, what if I make Smasher soap? You soap themed off of Smash things, like, and that's what it started off. You have like Jigglypuff, like back air, because Jigglypuff back air melee. it it just started off as Smash themed stuff, and then one day I get a message from the guy, explaining what he does and all that stuff, and he was like, I want to start this pro series, and I want you to be the first one. Soap themed off of pro Smash players. And I mean, why I was like, because why wouldn't you want to have your own soap? Like, that's like, I mean, come on, you have your own soap. Like, how, like, hey, I would take that.
I could get it with perfume and I don't know, like
Lotion
deodorant
or something.
and lotion. Yeah, but wait, lotion.
Yeah.
All right,
Like
but
spray,
oh,
Body spray?
body spray. Yeah, I guess. But soap, like even like Smasher soap. That phrase doesn't make sense.
It's kind of creepy, though.
That's the whole point, That's the joke. Like, Smasher soap. This is how we get Smashers to shower.
Oh my god, that's so awful.
But I mean, hey, look, it works. The guy's actually been doing pretty well with his soaps and all. Especially today he just released another 2 Pro Series soaps. One for Larry Lur and Kiwi. I believe that's the tag. Pac-Man player.
Yeah. One of the best Pac-Man mains in the US. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, the guy he keeps on doing it because people actually buy it, and the soaps are like, they're really high quality too. I mean, like, they smell really good.
Well, that's
And,
another thing.
What is the smell of your soap?
But I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear that.
I'm sorry, I was eating.
It's all good.
What is the smell of your soap?
It's strawberry kiwi.
Oh my god, that's so
Uh,
nice.
I mean, it smells really good. I mean, I won't lie. It like, and it's also kind of funny because it almost represents strawberry, the Kirby, like red, pinkish type thing, and then you have the kiwi green being K. Rool. But yeah, it's again it ended up working for the guy, and he continues to do it, and he gets a lot from it. So I mean, hey, you know,
God damn it.
there's some crazy things in this world, so why not just add on to it with a Smasher soap?
Well, it's been 3/4 of a year with the quarantine. How do you feel about this new reality, and has COVID affected you in any way?
It's I mean, I guess at this point it's almost like we're used to it, but like it's still like, just sometimes the thought crosses my mind like, man, we're really just this is our life right now. Like it's
Yeah.
just it's it's so different. Um and COVID, like I definitely I guess just I'm homeschooled, so it didn't affect anything with school for me. Obviously, I was able to do school the same, but obviously at the beginning, like couldn't hang out with friends, couldn't go to tournaments, couldn't go to the movies, couldn't go eat out, couldn't do a lot of things. So it was really just like dang, we're just stuck here. And I mean now it's like, you know, just waiting for this pass hopefully, and once everything is gone and back to what it used to be, I'm gonna be traveling a lot. Once it's all gone, I'm gonna go everywhere.
Come here. I'm sure
Yeah,
that people.
I'll go here, Argentina, Australia. I'll go hang out with Ben Gold.
Of course.
Go to Japan. Yeah,
Yeah, I hope.
that would be good.
Yeah. Well, before I'm gonna start with my favorite section of this podcast, I wanted to read a question from 54R, the best Rool Main here. He's asking what's Rool general game plan, and how do you use each of his tools effectively?
So I'd say Kiro's gameplay. He definitely does like have some gimmicks, of course.
Yeah.
With that's just how character design, all that stuff. Uh, Still, it's never a bad thing to use gimmicks because I mean every character has gimmicks, and if it works on the player, then of course use it. Like if it works, why wouldn't you use it? So obviously there's some gimmicky play, like I think I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, the crown armor, especially with the recent buff. I mean that's obviously like it's a huge gimmick, especially in his belly armor as well. They're both like big gimmicks, but I mean they work. Like with the belly armor, it gives a landing option. Like if the opponent's just like, all right, I'm gonna attack, but it's like, nah, I'm falling with the nair, so I just armor and then you get hit. That type of thing. But game plan wise, it's usually a lot of either like waiting. It usually depends on the character a lot of the time, but there's just using forward air as just to keep away and put pressure and range and all that stuff, and try and get stuff off of it. Baiting and punishing is also really good for Karo since a lot of his moves hit really hard. So when you get a bait and you punish hard, like you punish hard. So he excels a lot with that. And also just, I'd say when you're aggressive as well, it's really good. Um, but yeah, just, general game plan. It's just lots of forward airs, projectiles, that kind of stuff, baiting and punishing, being patient, and, surviving till 2,000% and killing at 2%,
Of course.
as any heavy they are in this game, you know.
Yeah. I goddamn it, I forgot that in the beginning of the stream to ask you to like raid the stream to your channel. Goddamn it.
Yeah, those my bad. I checked while you were interviewing my dad.
Don't
I
worry, it's
quickly
okay.
retweeted it.
It's okay, don't worry.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, there's gonna be this podcast is gonna be uploaded to YouTube. So and it's gonna be watched
Yeah,
on
and
Twitch for a period of time. So at the end of the day, the thing that matters is that we have a blast. So
the most important thing. Yep.
yeah. So here's the moment I've been waiting for, and probably
Oh, we good.
it's
all been waiting for. It's my favorite
Oh, yeah.
of the podcast.
the lightning round question of the podcast. We're gonna take some random questions from the web from the internet, as a couple related to the Smash or video games. So, KirbyKid, are you ready? Are you ready?
I am ready. I'm ready for anything that's getting ready to come. I'm a little scared, but
Are you
I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, I am sure. I'm ready. I'm ready to disappoint people.
Well,
Alright.
the first question is, what do you think is K. Rool's worst alt?
Oh,
Probably the yellow one. 'Cause man, that I'm complete, bro. It just looks like pee. I peed on K. Rool, and it's just like it's the pee color. It's so. It does not look good.
It's worst here.
The only redeeming thing of that is the cape is black, and the black cape looks a lot nice. But K. Rool himself,
Nah, man.
just no.
What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Cookies and cream.
yay!
Mine is coffee and what about you?
Mine is
Coffee.
strawberry.
Yeah, coffee. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And what's your opinion on mint chocolate ice cream? Good.
Thumbs down.
Yay!
Thumbs
You're one of
thumbs
us.
down.
And what about
Thumbs down.
what about pineapple pizza?
Oh, I love pineapple pizza.
It's good.
I know this is where.
One of us.
One of us. One
One
of
of
us.
Yeah, I wasn't for it at the beginning, but then I tried it a lot more. You got to get good pineapple, good
Yeah.
sweet pineapple on the pizza. If it's not sweet, it's not good, of course. But
True.
you get the sweet sweet pineapple. I love it.
What's your opinion on energy drinks? Do you usually drink them during tournaments?
Actually, no, I don't really drink any energy drinks. My dad drinks a lot of them. But I've had some, and I mean they taste good, and I mean they give you some energy boost. Obviously, too much of it is too much. But I mean, yeah, they especially if you're tired and whatever, you need a boost. Those are perfect.
Yeah. Question: milk before cereal?
Let me just get Wait, hold on. It's not. Hold on. All right, let me just get one thing clear. Just right now. Look. Now, you know all the questions that have been asked thus far. Some mostly opinion based. Stuff like that, and that's obviously everybody has their own opinions and all that stuff. But putting milk. Putting milk before the cereal.
You see?
It was nice talking to you. It was good while it lasted. Like the friendship was nice. Yeah, it was good while it lasted. But it's just it doesn't work out.
You see, I told you. You're a freak.
Break? Why? Because I put milk before cereal.
But
Before,
I'm a
because
freak. I'm a weirdo.
Or because I eat it from a cup and not from a bowl.
Oh yeah.
What? Wait, cereal in a cup
And a
or a
cup
bowl?
instead of a bowl.
I mean, honestly, that like I guess
Or
I've
in a
seen it
glass.
a few years ago. We went on a cruise ship. They had like you could get cereal in a cup, and like that. That seems fine. Like it's just like if you want a little bit of cereal, I guess. It's just easy. And even you can even just almost like you're drinking it almost. So I mean, obviously I always eat it in a bowl, but like I guess if somebody's cereal in a cup, like I guess sure, why not?
In a glass.
I mean, it could be worse. There's people that eat their cereal orange juice.
Cereal with orange juice?
Ooh,
That's worse.
I've never had that. I don't want to.
I had cereal with yogurt, but with
With what?
yogurt?
Oh, with yogurt.
Yogurt?
Yogurt?
That's good.
Yeah, strawberry.
That doesn't sound bad. Usually people will sometimes like they'll have like eat cereal and then like have yogurt on a side as well. So I mean, I guess.
No, it makes it.
I guess.
It makes it all.
Well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe like the. I don't know. Maybe some like strawberry flavored.
Yeah,
Probably.
Exactly.
That's the
Probably
only
tastes good.
yogurt flavor I like.
What about peach flavor?
Oh, I have two favorite yogurt flavors.
What about banana flavor?
No, I don't like them. I don't like artificial banana flavor.
Makes sense. What's your favorite video game aside Smash?
God of War PS4, or just
Yes.
God of War 4.
Yes.
Like I it was completely unexpected. I was hyped for the game when it was announced, or like, well, I had never played a God of War game, but like that one looked really good, and when I played it, like I can't describe like. It's always that thing like your first playthrough of the game is always the best, but like that was like expanded by so much with this game. I've like never had like this just feeling toward that game. Just like it's just so good. It's so good.
Awesome.
And I am hyped for the sequel, which was announced at like some PlayStation Direct. I am ready. I'm getting that day one. I'll just play it at the midnight release, and stay up all night.
Probably I'll just watch the walkthrough and that's it because I don't have money to buy the game, but it's okay. It's one of my favorite games too.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I don't know if you don't know, but ¿sabes hablar español?
Wait, I'm sorry, what's that?
Wait, but you have a weird accent because you're Argentinian.
¿Sabes hablar en español?
Uh, wait, hold on. I took Spanish. I can make. Is that that is Spanish, right?
Yeah, it's,
Yes?
do you know how to speak in Spanish?
Oh, well, no. I had Spanish for 2 years. And after the second year, just
Everything
it all
disappears.
faded away. I mean, I can ask how are you, like como está usted, you know. I mean that's what I learned.
Well,
You
yeah,
know,
that's
muy
a
muy
polite way.
muy bien. I know like very simple words. Some simple words.
¿Dónde está la casa?
It's okay.
That's okay.
Está bien.
¿Está? ¿Dónde está?
Está bien. Can you give a shout out to the best Rool Main in Argentina?
Oh yeah. 54_R. I did see. Tacho told me about how you're the best K Rool in Argentina, and I mean that's sick. More K Rool representation. That's awesome, man.
Awesome.
Keep up the good stuff. If you have any does he have any like sets on YouTube or something?
Yeah, I'll see if I can look up. I will.
Okay, be cool to watch and see how the K Rool plays.
Of course. If happiness had a smell, what will it smell like?
If happiness had a smell,
Yeah.
it'd smell like Kirby.
What does?
Kirby, be like Kirby.
What?
It's you know what? No. Sorry, let me. It smell like my soap bar. That is happiness.
Oh my god, this is the best answer ever!
That's the best response ever because I don't think anybody else could say that.
Yeah, of course!
I don't think anybody could say their soap bar is what happiness would smell like.
He broke that joke.
You broke that joke!
Oh man, that's well,
That's
we'll
your brain.
probably.
Stop, you're going to die. I guess he's crying now.
That's an amazing response.
You know, I mean, I think I could say this is a pretty good podcast. You know, pretty good podcast going on right now.
Well, last question. Who would you like to nominate so he or she could come to the podcast?
Oh man,
It's your dad.
that's I think they just have a whole like, podcast on my dad, get the backstory, the lore of KirbyDad. But I said it'd be cool. It'd be cool to see honestly someone like MKLeo to be like on a podcast. I know it'd probably be hard to contact
It
him
was
and all,
hard
but
to even contact Barrio. I don't know how hard it will be contacting Kaleo.
Hi, that is me, senpai.
I guess more simpler. I guess like you know, it's not simpler, but you know, like probably like easier to contact. Probably I guess like doesn't matter if it was some other K Rool main or like something like that.
No?
No, well it'd be cool to also interview Ben Gold as well.
I don't
You
know.
know,
I don't know how the time zone will be. He's from Australia.
Whoa,
Oh,
that
that's-
will be hard.
oh that's right. That's time zones.
That's
Time zones suck. But if there was a way to work it out, it'd be pretty
Yeah,
cool
yeah,
to see.
hopefully, I hope it is, but I don't
It
know.
would be. We can check.
I mean, we can check. I could do a stream
At midnight.
And it, I don't know how many people watch it, but
5 people. Well.
we'll see.
There are too many people awake on midnight, so yeah, sure.
Well, here's where the podcast is coming to an end. Thank you so much to KirbyKid. If the public wants to know, wants to look up to your social media, where they could find you.
Well, I obviously my Twitter. It's at KirbyKid with 2 underscores. And yeah, I mean that's my main social media platform. I mean from there, I have my Twitch linked like on my Twitch account. Not getting confused. I have my Twitch link on my Twitter account, and on my Twitch account I have my YouTube, and also just the main one, Twitter. You find that, you can find the rest.
Of course.
So yeah, at KirbyKid with 2 underscores. So yeah.
Right. Well, don't forget to follow me on my Twitch or subscribing. It will make me really happy, and it will make the channel grow. But it's not appearing in the camera.
Yeah, do that. Everybody do that as well.
Right.
I'll give support to Tacho.
Yay! Support to Tacho.
All right. Awesome. Well, thank everyone that appeared on the podcast. Either it is Ivo, 54 Hour Shen, but it's also everyone who will appear on the podcast later, or everyone who will watch any podcast in the future or in YouTube. Thank you so much, and I hope you had a great day, and I hope you had fun. And well, we'll see you Wednesday, and we'll say goodbye. Live long and prosper. Bye.